Alright, YouTube, what's going on? Hey, click that like button and subscribe. Share these videos out with your friends. Hey, I'm headed back to work today after being off work for a couple months. So, got to get back in the groove. We were moving, and I kept myself busy anyway during the quarantine or whatever. Anyway, headed back to work today. Got my Harbor Freight sweatshirt on. Anyway, it'll be good. It'll be good to get back to doing stuff. Hey, so I was thinking the other day. I watched a couple, Afghanistan firefight videos and stuff on YouTube, and I got to thinking, this government, I don't know what they're doing, right? Disrupting the food supply. You got localities and states stripping away constitutional rights. Ammo prices are gone. People have hoarded all the toilet paper for some reason. I don't understand that. I don't get it. You can't eat it. But anyway, crazy world. China's blaming us and we're blaming China. This pandemic really is not, it's a pandemic, but unless you live in downtown New York City or some big metropolitan area, it really ain't that bad. I tell you why I say it ain't that bad, because when they pulled that Navy hospital ship out of there, the Comfort, and brought it back to Little Creek, it tells you right there it ain't that bad. They wouldn't have done that. So, anyway, bunch of lies. We got the elections coming up. It's a very, very unsecure world right now. So hopefully everybody is prepared. I got plenty of food. It's all walking around my property. So it's always fresher on the hoof, right? So we got plenty of food. We got plenty of freeze-dried, that 25-year shelf life food. We're prepared. We're in good shape. But for those of you that are not, you need to get prepared. You need to get prepared real quick, and it might be too late because you can't find provisions right now like you could before all this crap happened. So I encourage you to get what you can and, be safe. Buy a cow, go in with some family members and buy a cow and butcher it. And if you don't know how to butcher an animal, Google it. Google will tell you. Of course, there'll be a graphic, violent warning on the video. I don't have my car holder in this truck, or my phone holder in this truck, so kind of holding it by my hand. Not a big deal. Got sidetracked a little bit. Apologize for that, but I was thinking about these veterans. I was thinking about all these combat veterans. At one time we didn't have a lot of them in or out of the military there, because we didn't do much fighting. We had Grenada and Panama was the only two conflicts we really had, and those were just small forces during the 80s and 90s. But now virtually every Army and Marine Corps veteran is a combat vet with the skills, knowledge, know-how, that understands the tactics, techniques, and procedures it takes to be a warfighter. A lot of them have done their 4 years and gotten out, and they're going on with their lives. Some of them are still in there. But if someone kicks off this revolution, if someone kicks off the next Civil War, or when, you know what I mean? If that happens, you're going to have a lot of these veterans that come together and fight for the Constitution. So, something to think about. I think we're in pretty good shape. You know, you think about all these things and what's going on with the corrupt government. You know, everybody jumping on the Trump train. I get it. I kind of understand it. But you can't blindly follow anybody. You got to make your own decisions. You got to take what people do and say and their actions at face value, and don't just blindly follow. You know, these unconstitutional stops to check for papers, see if you're an essential worker, and all this crap that's going on in this country right now. It's wrong, it's unconstitutional, it's out of control. So, something to think about, hunters. For God's sakes, be safe out there. Be careful, protect your families. Think about those combat vets and what they'll do. And if you see a vet and you meet one, ask them. Just a hypothetical question. You know, what would you do if we got into another revolution or a civil war? Would you stand by the Constitution? 99.999 will say yes. So I'm sure there's a few out there that won't, or that don't want anything to do with it anymore. You know, so something to think about, people. God bless you. Keep your powder dry. Stay safe. And be prepared to march at a minute's warning. See y'all later.